Hey y'all, it's Melissa. Welcome to Messy Creates. I am making more tassel paper clips. I know you might be tired of seeing these, but these are going to be some that I list in my Etsy shop. And for those of you who have bought some, I appreciate it so much. I got some new fall buttons, and I was really wanting some more pumpkins because the other pack I had only had 2 of these pumpkins. This next pack came with, see if that's going to focus. Well, anyway, it's more of a burnt orange pumpkin, but I think we can work with it. And then it came with some apples, and I was really looking forward to the scarecrows. I just wish they had been dressed in something other than pink and kind of a reddish pink. But I think I'll play on this twine ribbon and the off-white, and we can see if we can squeeze some fall colors in there, but I'm going to save those for later. Right now I have this glitter pumpkin, and I think I have everything out I need for it. What I did is cut lengths of a bunch of ribbons that I thought I would use, and I was as I was cutting them, I got some other sunflowers. These are bigger. One has a real dark center, one has... Why is my camera not focusing? I'm sorry. Shoving stuff in your face and it's not even focusing. Okay, and then some fall leaves. And this is, almost looks like a hot air balloon, but it's some type of gourd. I'm not sure. Let me see if that's even focusing. I don't think so. Anyway, sorry about that. Maybe it will at some point. Here's another one that doesn't have the red in it. Maybe that will be easier to use. I got some acorns in some different colors. I have some more leaves and some small pumpkins. These are just orange, but they're small. My camera is not focusing. Why? It usually is really good. It usually behaves very well. So let me kind of set this. I had these kind of going, but I want to do this. I have the apple ready. I think the red apple ready, but I have this glitter pumpkin ready. I do believe. I think I'm going to take this one out because I found this. It's got the orange and green. So I have this green with the orange leaves. I have this orange lace, this green organza, the orange organza, and this small. I try to put one that's small in there, like a cord or something like that. So I found that small orange rickrack that I had. And I am going to put this one together really quick, or maybe really quick, hopefully really quick. And I got some more. Well, okay, I got some and I found some. I knew I had a whole bucket of twine. Now I just put all those together. Now I got to put them back down. I had a whole glass jar of twine that I knew I had in different colors because I used to use them when I made tags. And so actually, that one might look good with this green and white. Let's try it with both of them. I have this lime green and I have a regular green that I haven't opened yet. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure where I put it, so we'll maybe forget that one. This one we'll try. If I can find the end of it. There we go. And cut a length of it, see which one looks better, see how many we can get made. I still have some made that I have not listed yet, so I'm going to list those tonight. Well, tonight would be last night by the time you see this, hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully these will be what I make tonight, hopefully will be listed by tomorrow. No. Yeah, tomorrow my time, tomorrow real time, which would be when you're seeing this video. So hopefully I will have this listed by the time the video comes out, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not being very successful with it, am I? But that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so I have a paper clip. And I'm going to poke these in here. Finesse is better than brute. I was just going in like a bull in a china shop, and that was not working. So let's see how this is going to look. I haven't used this lace before, but I don't know why it wouldn't look good. In my brain, it would look good. I'm trying to even them out a little bit. There we go. They're fairly even. Oh, you know what I didn't grab? But I think they're right here. My tweezers, there they are. I only have 2 pair, but I don't know where the second pair is. I've only been able to find these as of late. So let's see which one is going to look better, the orange or this green, because it almost would look better with a little more green in it. That is a very light green. How technical do I want to get? I think I put the green with the Christmas. So, pardon me while yeah, that's not the right green. Okay, so we're either going the light green or the orange. And, you know, let's just do the orange. Now, I still have to thread this through this eye. And some of these eyes on some of the buttons are really tiny. So, I may have to break out a needle. But this one shouldn't be that bad. The bigger the button, the cuter they turn out, I think. And this new batch has some bigger buttons in it. So did the Halloween ones. I thought that the Halloween ones turned out really cute. Now, I know that Halloween is not everybody's bag of, you know, whatever. And I have glitter falling off. But, let's see. Get that on there pretty tight. And then let me shift the clip and make a knot. And ta-da. I'm getting quicker at them. Now, I have been putting a little bit of fabric tack. It keeps them from slipping like this. So I will go back and straighten them all out and kind of organize them and add the fabric tack to them so that they stay in place like that. But that one turned out pretty cute. Okay, not bad for our first one. Now let's see if we can do this red apple. Now, apple probably would have been a really good idea in September. But we're going to see if it's I mean, it still is September, technically speaking. I think I like that dark, oh, don't want that one in there. I like, again, I like a small one that is a little bit darker than that. This is the perfect green for this apple. But I wanted, well, and I might have to open this green after all, which is fine, because I might use that green. I don't want another gingham in the mix. I have this gingham right here, which would match. But that would give me 2 ginghams and a organza and 1 rickrack. That's not going to match either. It's more of a Christmas green. So we'll go with red maybe. But anyway, nevertheless, sometimes I use twine, sometimes I use embroidery thread. Oh, I know what I was going to do. This one has pumpkins, but it's the right color. Hold on. I had another one. I was thinking I had another one. I dropped one. that might look good. This one with the sunflowers is the right red. Oh, that's what I dropped to. Or I could do this one with the leaves, and it would just be, it would add a little bit more green. I still want this green in there, but that's kind of putting several different greens in there. So we're going to move the pumpkins. We're not going to make this one a pumpkin one. But it is fallish, so this one would be a good gift for a teacher. Let me not put a fall one in there. Let's see if what we have works. I do have a green organza. It's a much lighter green. If I needed it, that's the yellow. Okay, here's the green. It is still it's a very light green. So I was trying, oh, let me look in my bag of tricks here. I had some green cord. And I have, ooh, and I just rolled all over my rainbow wreath of ribbon that I have not stopped using my ribbons long enough to, oh, here's a gingham, green gingham. That is smaller than that gingham, so we'll come back. I wasn't done with you. So I think that will look cute. It's smaller than the other gingham, so I think that will work. Let me get those where I'm not going to roll on all my ribbon here. So I think this will look cute. Let me pull this out. And let's put this together and see what we think. I think I might leave that little dark green one in there just because I like I said, I like having a small one in there if I can. And I think it just adds something to the, I like the different sizes, the different textures in my tassels. And, well, don't flip around on me now. Okay. Let's see how that's going to look. Let's even it up. And I can tell I need to trim that rickrack. Let's get that straight. Let me get one of these over here. Trying to get them to where they mix up, so they're not all right together like that one is. That one doesn't want to play, does it? Let's put it front and center. It's like being put in the front of the class. Maybe you'll pay attention and not get in trouble. Okay, so those are even, those are even. Oh, that's even, except it was behind my finger. I think that's going to look good with that apple. I really do, even with the dark green in there. I like it. So, and then we got to figure out, see how that's going to look. I think that's going to be really cute. So, like I said, good gift for a teacher. These are great for bookmarks. Even if you know, somebody doesn't journal. So, we have, I had that gingham. Yeah, that's the gingham I didn't want to use because it was the same size as the red gingham. So I'm either going to have to choose, I may choose this light green since I didn't use it on the last one. Let me see if I can thread this one. The twine goes through, it's thin twine. Now I do have some thicker twine, baker's twine, and I have a hard time getting that through. Some of these little shanks on these buttons are very, very, very tiny, but some of them are larger, which the larger ones aren't necessarily better. They're easier to work with, but they stick off of the ribbon a little bit too much. So as I've done this and as I've gotten different ribbons and different you know, I've tried a lot of different ribbons now and a lot of different buttons. And come on, stay in place. Come on. I'm trying to keep that tight and make sure I have the apple right side up. Okay. Let me get this tied off. And then we can straighten it and fluff it and do all the things. So everything you see here tonight, it's nighttime. I told you my nighttime brain. It's evening. It's not nighttime. It's still daylight out. But it's past my brain function time. But I worked the clinic today. And I actually got out of there a few minutes early. Well, actually almost an hour early. Because I finished all my work. And I said to myself, self, you could work on next week's work, or you can go home early. And guess what I chose? I chose to come home early. Okay, so far we have the glitter pumpkin and that red apple. I think they're cute. Okay, set them to the side. And I have, let's do one of these. I have this leaf. It's a red, kind of the wine and green leaf. Let's try one of the sunflowers. Which one? Okay, so I have this ribbon. This is like a rust color ribbon. It definitely matches that. I have this gold rickrack, which I try not to use the same size rickrack. Let's see what we have in. This one says Happy Autumn or Hello Autumn. Let's use that one. We could use one that has a truck and pumpkins in it because it's got a little bit of brown, a little bit of green. I have some brown organza, kind of the champagne color organza. Oh, and you know what else I have? I need my yellow though. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I have a length of it cut right here. Have my yellow, and it's thinner. I don't have a yellow thin rickrack that I know of. Let me see. Uh-oh. I pulled something down that I did not mean to pull down. I have lots of different yellows, but I don't have a real thin one. Oh, I have this real thin yellow. As many of you told me, it's not gross grain. Gross grain is grow grain. And I think I knew that. Because as soon as one of y'all told me that, I think a couple of you told me. As soon as I heard it, I remembered that name. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You knew what I meant. But I appreciate you telling me so I didn't continue saying it wrong. So I would use this instead of that one. And that would give us a thin one. Or I could use it with that one. We don't have a lot of yellow in it. I do have, I mean, there's nothing that says that I can't use two of the same size rickrack. Now, I have the real thick rickrack, but I have not attempted to do this with the real thick rickrack. I don't think I want to. I also need to remember I have this orange polka dot when we get to something that we need an orange polka dot. Because I don't think I cut any lengths of that. So maybe we don't use the truck. I do like the white in there a little bit. Let's see what I try to put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I try to put 4, 5, 6, probably 5 or 6 ribbons in it. Let's see what else we have that. Oh. Instead of the rickrack, what about this? This is a really thick, and it's gold. It's got gold trim on it. We can see what it looks like. It's a little thicker than I've been using, but we could see. We could try it. Let me even this one up. Ooh. Like feathers everywhere. Let's see if that's going to participate. So let me have that one and that one. Let me have like you're holding them from me. And that one. And this thin yellow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not going to go with the trucks. What do we think of that? Well, I think it's pretty. Let's get we need a paper clip though. I had to order more paper clips. And more ribbon and more whatever. And how did I have that? I kind of want the Hello Autumn in front. No, I kind of want this rust colored. Here we go. I'm trying to like alternate the, oh, fiddlesticks, it fell out. There we go. I'm trying to alternate the colors a little bit. And then ideally I could fit them in through the end, but that's ideally that. Oh, no, it worked. Look at there. Worked. All right, come on. Settle in. And then let's straighten them out. Let's see if everybody's participating. So we have... I like this ribbon because it's the same color on both sides. It's not white on one side. Some of those are white on one side, and I still like them, but I definitely like that one for that reason. And of course, so is well, so are the rest of them. I think that's sort of even. Let me pull that one a hair and that one a hair and get them all nice and tight together. Clip them. And then I think I can get away with orange. I have yellow. Ooh, I have this kind of orangey yellow. That might work. Yeah, it kind of looks like a golden yellow. I've got it everywhere, so we might as well use it. But yeah, it was one of those things that I knew where it was in the old room. You remember when I moved rooms? How long ago was that? And when my niece was over here the other day, I asked her, I said, do you remember that jar that I had that had all of the twine in it? And she said, yeah. And so we went even back in the old room because there was a couple things I didn't move over. And we went back there. It wasn't there. We looked exactly in the spot that it would have been in. Was not there. Wasn't anywhere to be found. And then I looked up, and sure enough, it was on. Okay, I want that facing out that way. It was up on top of my shelf in this room. So let's see, I'm trying to just get that behind that, like that. Let's see. Get that knot started before I lose all my ribbons off my clip there. There we go. Okay, now I'm backwards. I've got my tweezers on the wrong side. Okay. And yeah, the tweezers have been a life changer or game changer for sure. And these are the reverse tweezers. I think I have them linked in my Amazon links. And Amazon's fixing to have their Amazon days. I don't know what all is going to be on sale, but I think it's the 7th and 8th or something like that this year. I don't always worry about trimming. Well, pulled that one through more than I wanted to. I don't always worry about trimming them. If you get them and you want them to be perfectly symmetrical, then that's up to you. You're welcome to trim them. If they hang up, I think I've got them at a good length where they stick up out of your journal about 3.5 to 4 inches. I like the size, so I assume that maybe other people might too. but you're certainly welcome to trim them. Okay, so we have 3 made so far. And let's work on, we did the red apple. Let me do this leaf, because I'm trying to use this velvet, even though it's not the easiest thing to use. I have this green gingham. I have this kind of green satin. It's kind of a, I don't know if it's sagey green. No, kind of a green gold. I don't know what color it is, to be honest with you. Olive green, maybe. That got sticky on that end. Let's see if it's longer. Okay, it doesn't want to lay flat, that's for sure. And then I've got this, so I've got 4. I do not, however, have a small one. But I don't know that I have anything. Let's look in our bag of tricks here. Let's look. I know I have orange in a small rickrack. Here's the wine one. And that's what color we're trying to get. I have the wine organza already. But let's see if we want to add. Here's a little piece of like rope. I mean, we could add some off-white just to give it some color. It's pretty tassel. Or pretty, whatever you want to call it. Oh, we could use this. This is a small kind of red rickrack. That would work. Ooh, I could have used that color a minute ago. Ooh, I know what color, I know what I can use it on, though. Let me go ahead and cut this one, because I know I need it. Because I don't have that color. Okay. Put that one up there. For that acorn. And, oh, I know what I have. Let's use, it won't be small, but I have the leaves. And I have this that matches that red. The sunflowers. So, and it has a little bit of green in it. So we don't have a small one in here. I don't have a small, I wish I had a piece of the small wine rickrack. But look what I do have. That's too red though. That's not quite that color. Okay, so we're gonna not do it. We're not gonna have a small one on here, but it'll be all right. I think it will work out just fine. So if you see any of these in the video that you like, I'll have my Etsy shop linked. I won't have the individual listings linked. But my Etsy shop is always linked in the description. And I also post these in the, or I did the other day. I posted the links to the individual ones in my Facebook group. And if you're not part of my Facebook group, come on over and join us. We're growing still, but we do, we have people who post, you know, it's a safe place to post what you make. And it doesn't matter if it's something like this, something paper crafting, a journal page, a glue book page, a collage page, an ATC, just something as long as it's crafty. Somebody did one time, okay, what color am I going to use? Eek. I might have to break out my, because my red is not going to match. It's not that wine color red. I might have to break out my embroidery floss for this one. Now let's see if I can find it. I had it. I have everything but that one. I was trying to see if I had the green. Well, the green too. I mean, it's not going to take me but a minute to find it. So, oh, here it is, right in the corner, see? Here we go. I knew I had just used it. So I like the twine better than the embroidery floss, but we can't have everything, right? I want it to match. And, whoops, I frayed that in. Let me see if I can thread this in through. Like I said, this is a little bit harder to thread through the, because they twist. There we go. Or they untwist, rather. They gather. See, you miss one, and it frays the whole thing. Should have made it longer than I needed. Come on, just go in there. Okay, don't. Fine, be that way. Let's try the other end. This one looks like it's going to play nicely. Twist it. And 1, 2, 3. No, all of you go at the same time. Okay, yay. All right, so lay it down so it's facing up. And I try to have those even out a little bit. And get it right up underneath that clip. Let me get this side underneath. There we go. I made some pockets yesterday. My goal is to have some combo sets of like similar themed or similar colors, like a pocket and a paperclip tassel and maybe a journaling spot. But none of the pockets, well, the sunflower ones might match. I might put the sunflower one with the sunflower pocket. I don't know. I don't have anything in the teal that is button-wise that's fall. You know what? Yeah, I do. I can make the same one that I made for my journal. It just wouldn't be like a leaf or something like that. I think that turned out pretty good. I like that. That one's definitely full. And we did put the sunflower in there, didn't we? There we go. And then the embroidery thread is like our small twine or whatever. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That one could be, oop, 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 pulled too much. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Come back. Okay. Here we go. All right, once I glue them, you won't be able to, I don't think you'll be able to do that. But anyway, so now we've got 4 of them. Where are we at on time? Let's try, do we want to do, I want to do this other pumpkin. That's not it. That's not it either. That's kind of it. This one I cut, where did I do with it? Oh, this piece of brown I cut to go with that right there, because I knew that's what I cut off of that thing. And then I love to do one of the scarecrows because I think they're so cute. I just don't know what colors to put with them. But let's do the acorn. That's a cute little acorn. Or this, let's work on these two. Okay, so this is actually jute. This looks like jute and dark brown. I like the way this one looks. I think I will put one of these with this acorn. And I'm just going to use that to measure it, which is not usually a good idea. I don't recommend doing that, because you end up getting larger and larger and larger. But just for one, it's not going to hurt. And let's see, I have one that has pumpkins on it. And it has sort of a redder pumpkin and an orange pumpkin. That one looks perfect. This is kind of that variegated look. So it's kind of got rust and orange and red and starts to go to green here. I might save that one for, ooh, I might use that one. No, I don't know if I want to use 2 of those. Do we want to lighten it up? Oh no, we got the white pumpkins, that's right. Here is, use just the regular, let's put the orange rickrack over here. Now I might, if I need the smaller rickrack, I can use the orange smaller rickrack. So let's see what else we have. That's 2 red. And I have, where are you? Right here. I keep forgetting I have this pretty champagne color ribbon, and it's kind of a wider ribbon. And it came in this Ziploc bag, and I'm so glad, because otherwise it would so unravel. Let's see. Let me cut like that. And I think that will make that. I don't know whether to use, I do have, I didn't finish a sentence. I could put a little piece of green, the tiny piece of either orange rickrack, but it's a little oranger than the pumpkin, or I could put that tiny green, here it is. Yeah, I think that would work. This is more of a Christmas green, but I think we're splitting hairs, and I think it's fine. I could not, I have that kind of sagier green in a bigger, like this size rickrack, and I could use that if that would look better, but I don't think it will make that big of a difference, because this little rickrack is just tiny. But it adds something. And what else do we have? I think that's good enough. I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's plenty. So let's build on this one. This is the biggest one. And then let's put this one. And the pumpkins. And the organza. Now, I could have changed that out for a, because that's kind of a wine-colored organza. I could have changed, that's orange. That's not the one I meant to grab. I have this kind of champagne-y color organza. No, let's stick with the red. And then we have that, and we have Hello Autumn. Okay. And we have a paper clip. And let's poke it through. I know I did the other one the other way. And there definitely is a front when I go to put them together like this. So I want to keep them like that. Okay, so straighten that. They all look pretty good. Let's see about that. That one even has a touch of the green on it, so I'm glad. This one got twisted. All right, come on, cooperate here. Throw the green in there somewhere. And want them all kind of together. And it says Hello Autumn right on the front. Okay, so this is where I'm going to flip this one over. Well, this one may not matter because it has the Hello Autumn on the front, both sides. Okay, but I want that other side to be the front. So I need to, did not think about what twine. I'm going to use the orange. I think I'll use the orange twine. The wine is too dark. And I want to use twine. Oh, this one has a big, yeah, no problem whatsoever. But let's turn it right side up so we don't tie it on upside down. That would look goofy. That would look way goofy. Or tray goofy. Or mucho muy goofy. Come on, get under there. Okay. Make sure these are sort of even. Kind of feel like I'm at an angle a little bit, but it'll straighten. We can straighten it out in just a minute. There we go. Okay, so let go of that. Move that around. But yeah, the glue made all the difference in the world as far as keeping it intact, keeping it on top of the... Why can't I grab that? There we go. Okay. Is it right side up? Yep. Everybody even? Yep, pretty much. Let's make the knot. And I hold that, and then it tightens automatically when I pull that out. Okay. So, here we go. Oh, I like that pumpkin. It's, like I said, it's a redder pumpkin, but that one's really pretty. And this plays on the kind of tan stem. That plays on the green leaf. And that green plays on the green leaf. And yeah. So I will straighten that one up and get it glued down. And we have 5 of them, I think. 5 or 6 now. And I think we got time for one more. Let's try this acorn. Because we haven't done an acorn. This apple, too, is really cute. The green apple with that green gingham is really cute. And I think I'm going to put this jute with it. I still want to do one of these scarecrows, though. And I know I want to use the jute with it. I just don't know what other colors to use. Because the shirt is kind of, this one is a lighter pink with the bluish pants, like the denim pants. And this one is kind of a redder, but it's not red. Maybe I can play off the wine color with that one. And the jute. And see what happens. Okay, that was for my pumpkin. I mean, my acorn. That was for my apple. This is going to look really good with it if I can figure out what else to put. Okay, so this gingham may go with it. That would work. And you know what? We have a whole thing of ribbon here. Let's look. Maybe we have some that is a little pinker one. Or I know what we do have. We have some off-white. We have this off-white cord. It's a little thick. I'm kind of scared to use that. We have that. I want that. This is what I want, I think. Right here. So let's see. That is what I think I want. So we have those 3. That's kind of cool. And now I need to play on that blue a little bit. But I wish that it was more teal. I have blue. But it's not blue exactly. Let's see if I can... Definitely not teal. I could play on the champagne. I can just keep playing on these neutral colors. Like this champagne organza. I have the wine organza. I have, you know what? I have other colors of the organza. Maybe. Oh. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's see what colors I have. Because I have some, look at this. This one right here I think will work. Doesn't look very fallish, but I think that it will give just a little bit of that color. Let's see what it looks like when it's out of the, because it looks very different when it's out. Well, now I've frayed it because I didn't want to untie it. Okay. Because it just unwinds itself. And I did sit here and try to put those on a toilet paper roll. And I realized I was using it faster than I could wrap those around that toilet paper roll. So I gave up. But it was a good idea. So whoever gave me that idea, thank you. I think that gives just enough hint of blue without going too far. Now this, I mean, I do have this. No, maybe on the next one. Maybe where did the other scarecrow go? I don't know. Right here. That one might look good on the next scarecrow. Let me put them up there. I have teal. I don't think this is too royal of a... Well, perhaps it's not. When it's by itself. Yeah, it's too royal. Okay. We don't need royalty. Because this is bringing out the wine. And that has a hint of blue. I could still use this champagne organza right here that I have cut. Well, it's not cut yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So what do we think of that? I don't know if I like that blue in there or not. I'm almost thinking about just ignoring the blue. And we've got the tan organza. We've got this off-white. We're still with the fall colors. And we've turned him into a fall scarecrow. Like that. But maybe I can... I wonder how this one would look in the mix. Let's see. If not, I could put one of these. What about the one with the truck? No, that's got all this white. That's like white. And we've got... I could throw some rust color in there. Pull that one out. I don't know if this rust color would... Ooh, that's pretty together, though. It's kind of pretty. I like the ribbon. I don't know how it's going to look with the scarecrow, but I like the ribbon combination. Or I have this dark brown. Let's try that. Maybe the dark brown will be the ticket. Because that'll bring out the dark. It's kind of got some dark features to it. So, let's get this. Get it through here. And not twist everything. Don't want everything twisted. I need to pull, yeah, I like that dark brown in there. Just that little splash of dark brown. And we've got that kind of champagne organza. We've got that jute. That jute looks really good. And I think this right here looks really good. And I think we're on to something here. Now, I think, yeah, that's going to be cute, y'all. Can y'all see that? Maybe I should have zoomed you in. I don't have you zoomed out. But I hope you can, well, I guess you can always zoom in with your phone or whatever. But I think I'm going to have to use the one, no, because I have tan twine. I hope this one has a big, oh no, it has, I'm not going to be able to use this one. It has the setting on wrong. Well, maybe I can. Let's try. I'm not going to give it that easy. it's the little shank is facing up and down. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to fray my twine. Okay, there we go. I cut a little extra twine because I'm going to tie a knot right here. And then maybe it will let us do it this way. Hopefully it will. So let's flip her over. And I've got my thing on the wrong side again. Okay. This might work, y'all. This might work. I'm holding my breath. Cross your fingers. Okay. Let me reach around and get that off. And get that. Okay. I don't know. We're going to see if it'll stand up straight. But I'm optimistic. And then this gives us more tan and white. And this is a really thick twine. So it'll just flow right in there with it. Okay, I think by the time I add the glue and everything, I think that I can get him to stay upright. I had not even noticed, because this is the reason I got this pack of buttons, this and that pumpkin, because I thought the scarecrow was so cute. But I could not tell that they don't show you the backs of all of them. So anyway, he's really cute. And we got just enough of the wine and just enough of a dark color to make it look like, but it still looks like fall. Okay, so let's see, where are we at on time? Yeah, I wanted to do this acorn, but you'll see the idea. And then I'll finish that one. I'll finish this apple one. And then I still have this sunflower to do. There's my gold for that. And there's my brown for that. We have scarecrow. We have the kind of rustic, the burnt orange pumpkin. We have this wine and green colored leaf. We have this glitter pumpkin. And again, I will glue them all and they will all stand up straight. And we have the apple. And we have this sunflower. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them today. I'm getting better at them. And I had most of my lengths of stuff cut out. Oh, and I have a mushroom too. I have a red mushroom that I'm going to be doing. Red and an orange mushroom. You've seen the mushrooms. Because I used the orange one on my August. I still don't think that focused, so I'm sorry if it did not focus. And then I'm going to do some, the next ones I'm going to do are some Halloween ones, but I wanted to get all the fall ones out first. So, these I'm hoping to have all listed in my Etsy shop by the time this video airs. I hope. If not, most of them will be patient. If you want more than one, I do combine shipping. It will charge you for 2 sets of the shipping, but I will refund you the difference between the actual cost of shipping and what you paid for shipping. It's very common in Etsy. I used to do it all the time. And as soon as I print your shipping label, it will tell me exactly the price of the shipping. I don't make money on the shipping, or I don't try to make money on the shipping. And so I will refund you the difference. And anyway, hopefully, if I can get to making some journal spots or something soon, I can do like the combo I keep talking about. But I'm just running out of, it's been a really hectic week too. So I haven't had a lot of crafting time. Need to make another one of those pumpkins. That one's sold. So I've got that one on my list to make. And yeah. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you're not tired of seeing these. You might be tired of seeing me make them. That's fine. You haven't actually seen me make the Halloween ones. I actually made those when I was on the phone with somebody. And so you didn't get to see all of my Halloween buttons. I don't think you, I mean, I have the moon listed and the, no, I don't have the moon listed. I have one made. It's got bats on it. I have the little green monster, which he's my favorite. I'm going to make myself one of those. I have this cute little ghost with the purple hat. I haven't made that one yet. I made this one. It sold today. And then I've got the cauldron, which is black and green. And these little pumpkin houses. These are cute. That's not too Halloweenish. That's kind of fall. And then, of course, the little, you know, scary face and the little haunted house and the bats. But, even the bat is cute. And I'm not a super... If that's blurry, I am so sorry. Oh, I love the little jack-o'-lantern with the kitty cat on top. So, I think I made that one. I can't remember. And I see one of the shanks fell off of one of them. So, anyway. Alright, I'm going to quit here and go get pictures of these. I'm going to get them glued first, get the pictures of them made, get them, see if I can get them listed tonight. And hopefully this will air tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I appreciate you spending your time with me and watching me craft. I hope you're doing something, crafting along with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. You take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.